putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's a Kevin Jackson Show. So, I don't know if you guys are going to be, if you're in Florida and you're going to, I don't know if you, how they do an invitation to this or if you get to go, but the David Horowitz Freedom Center or whatever, I was invited to speak there, and I will be there November, I think it's the second weekend in November, like the 11th, 12th, something like that. So if you happen to know of that event or whatever, please put it on your calendar. If you want to hang out with me, I will be there that weekend. And looking forward to that. It was funny. I talked to those guys, and it was years ago I said to myself, David Horowitz and I do a lot of the same stuff, and I wonder why I've never been asked to speak there. And so I get a call from them, and they said, hey, Kevin, we want you to speak at the event. So I talked to Michael, and he says, yeah, Kevin, he goes, David said to me, we got to get Kevin Jackson here. And I was like, are you kidding? I was, because I've had this conversation with three or four times. And he says, yeah. And he goes, and Kevin, I got to tell you, we have people every year that go, you got to get Kevin Jackson here to speak. I was flattered. How cool is that? I'm working on an event in Oregon. I don't know the name of it. It's with the station KYKN. What's up, y'all? And the radio station's working with this Republican group, and it's a big event for these guys, and I'm honored to be asked to go. I think Tucker did the event last year, and they're working out the details on that. So if that comes to fruition, I'll be back up in the Oregon area. That's sometime in March, but I'll be up in I'll be speaking at the Horowitz event in November. Now, I'm only going from memory on those because those are the ones that I remember, but I have a bunch more that are on the books, and I just honestly don't remember the dates, or else I'd be taking you through them, and we'll get to it at some point. But I just want to let you know I am pretty busy these days, and being honest with you, with everything that's going on with Fox, it's tying up a lot of my time, but it's all good news because it means that the word is getting out about what we are doing. And I promise you, it doesn't matter whether I speak in Oregon or I speak at the Horowitz Foundation or whatever they call it, or the 50 other places where I'm probably on the books to speak. It's the same message. And I'm just happy to be able to report this stuff to you guys, that good things are going our way. I'm truly blessed, and it is because of you, and I do this for you. Now, all that being said, let me go back to beating up on leftists, if that's okay with you. Yeah, because that's what we do here. And it isn't because we're mean-spirited. It isn't because we're bullies. It's because it's quite the opposite. They are bullies and have been bullying us. And they need tough love. Now, I wonder, and I've wondered this a couple of times, I've said it on the TV a few times, but I wonder if the pampered blacks in the NFL will take a knee for all the white folks who were killed on Sunday in Las Vegas. Because while these guys were playing a sport, well, actually it was technically after because it was early Monday morning, but these people in Las Vegas were being gunned down at a concert. Now, this is a game versus ordinary Americans gathered for fun in Las Vegas, where dozens lose their lives at the hands of a madman. Now, during this massacre, law enforcement and ex-military people were saving lives. Now, I want to juxtapose that to this. Only a few days earlier, we watched Michael Bennett cowering inside a Las Vegas casino, finally running out the door to avoid an apparent gunman in the casino. And, of course, the cops get him and think that he might be the guy. Now we have all the misunderstanding that he creates with the brouhaha. But what Michael Bennett isn't telling you is this. He was fearful for his life. He was running. This is a dude who'll take a knee to support the black cause, but don't tell him to take a bullet for you. You get where I'm going? Yeah, I think you do. Big old NFL guy talking about all the misjustice of care. Justice ain't in America for people. He's not willing to go find the guy who's shooting in that casino to take him down. No, that's for the police, man. That ain't my job. Yeah, and you know what else isn't Michael Bennett's job? Or any of the guys that took a knee during the NFL? Chasing those bad guys in the hood. That ain't their job. My job is to go make multiple millions of dollars. Stand in front of my Maybach in my $5,000 threads, in front of my $500,000 car, in front of my $5 million home, and complain about America. Yeah. People are crazy Negroes. Cowering. NFL played twice in London. Ambassadors of the sport. Ambassadors of America. And on both occasions, some black players decided to protest America yet again because it ain't enough, man. It ain't enough that I can get the hottest girls. I can get invited to the most cool venues. I got people wanting my autograph. And I think I described their lifestyle earlier as they sit in their $5,000 worth of clothes in front of their $500,000 cars, in front of their $5 million plus homes. They want to talk about oppression. They want to sell that idea. They wanted the world to know that while America will make young black men into multimillionaires with trophy wives, mansions, fast cars, and all the creature comforts that man could possibly want, the country remains the oppressive Jim Crow environment of the 1960s. Man, to walk in their shoes for if you walked in their shoes for 15 seconds, you would kill yourself when you came out of them. You'd be like, shoot, this my life sucks. You'd be done. Yeah. Oh man! Thankfully, neither London nor the world buys it, though, folks. They know it. They're on to them. Yeah. For a brief bit of time, the world focused on the terror of a deranged lunatic. Because the world knows a real tragedy when they see one, not the ginned up version of the NFL's elites, the guys who run from gunfire, unless they're the ones dishing it out. Yeah. See, what Paris did impressed me. Paris, France turned off the Eiffel Tower at midnight, Paris time, in order to honor the people killed in Las Vegas and the people killed in Marseille. Now, people don't realize that there was a Muslim terror attack in Marseille, France. While this last week occurred, I didn't look at the numbers, but I can guarantee you there were at least 3 Muslim terror attacks in the world. At least, probably as many as 10. Probably more. I'm not going to look it up. It doesn't matter to me. I just know this. I know Islam is terror. I know leftism is terror. I know leftism promotes all of the things that are happening bad in the world. If leftists stop for 1 second and just analyze it, they'd say, you know what? You're right, Kevin. You're right. We are the cause. I'm not here to point fingers. It would be nice if we could have a dialogue and finger pointing would be unnecessary. We would just say, well, let's look at it this way. You look at it that way. And we could come to some compromise over what I hope leftists truly want, which is a safer country and a safer world. They claim to want this. Do you believe them? I don't believe them anymore. I've seen too much evidence of leftists fomenting hate. Antifa right now are saying things, essentially daring the government to come after them. They're saying there will be no peace. In fact, when this Vegas thing happened, people wondered, is this an Antifa event? What we're not being told, and I saw this story, I haven't confirmed it, you can look it up for yourselves, but I heard that this guy had Antifa stuff all throughout his room in the Mandalay Bay. I don't know if that's true. But I know this, the Antifa anarchists are saying to heck with government. They're bringing weapons to rallies to fight. And one of these days, they're going to get their fight. They're going to get their fight. They cover their faces. And here's what I say to Antifa. I say this. You're going to run into people like me who are ready to protect themselves. And it's not going to go well for you. And maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's what they want to draw attention to. But I'm looking at all these things that are going on, the craziness of this world, where it makes no sense whatsoever. And I ask you, as Americans, how long do you want it to go on? Because people ask me, Kevin, what can we do? What can we do? What you can do is you must understand it in order to fight it.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.